Yo, what is going on, everyone? We're back with another SnowRunner video, and today we're checking out the mod development of the 2021 Dodge Ram 1500. Extremely excited for this, but before we jump into it, do me a huge favor and drop a like on the video. Make sure you drop a sub on the channel, guys. We're going to jump into it. Alrighty, so the interior has not been textured at all. This is the extremely early stages of this mod. 10% of it is complete, roughly. As you can tell, nothing's been texturized, but there's quite a lot of detail in the interior, although it is all blue. And to some people's standards, this is apparently a finished interior, but not to ours, and we got a long ways to go to wrap this up. But I am really excited because the detail in the suspension, the drivetrain, everything else has turned out just absolutely incredible. No, lime green is not going to be the new default color for the channel, but we're very, very excited about this. So we're going to take it for a quick spin, talk a little bit about it and the future of this Ram 1500. So, long story short, this Ram 1500 is going to be extremely detailed. We are going to have some different accessories. Obviously, it's going to have a snorkel, different tire options, different rim options. The big thing we kind of discussed, and this was actually just recently that we discussed this, was the idea behind possibly trying to make this so that, you know, if you want like a pimped out version with all the fancy suspension and chassis upgrades and rims, deep dish rims and stuff like that, you could have that. But if you just want a basic Ram, a stock, rugged off-road Ram, you could have that too. And this glossy paint you see now is not going to stick. This was just to get it basically in game. None of the XML has been edited for power, for anything really. Actually, I'm kind of curious though what would happen if I changed the engine and everything to stock. So let me bring that up here. No, it's here. There we go. Let's go into stock default. There we go. Let's see if this changes anything for us. Sometimes the stock ones do work a little bit better when you haven't done any tweaking. I don't know why that is, but it has been pretty interesting. We do expect this to be fully capable, and I think we plan on, actually I know, we plan on having this set up so that it can provide a fifth wheel trailer hitch and haul the goosenecks. Iceberg has some pretty amazing goosenecks and trailers in progress right now, some of which are already out. They all look absolutely incredible, and we're very excited to have this be able to haul it, to say the least. The big thing with this truck, I think, will be not just making sure it's not OP and that there's something for everyone with it, but this should set the staple for what you can expect out of future mods, both from Iceberg and ones that I partake in to collaborate on. A high standard that shows a finished model, extremely detailed with everything you need to enjoy it however you want to enjoy it. And I think one thing that needs to change a little bit, and I thought of this after Iceberg mentioned his ideas behind, you know, trying to provide like a pimped out version. I think it would be really beneficial for the community if more mods had enough options and extras to them, so that, well, just like I said at the start, if you want to have a fully pimped out version, you can have that. But if you just want to have a stock rugged version, you can too. If you want to have the ultimate off-road, just like a clean aesthetic to it, you can have that as well. And the reason why is that I think people need to start taking advantage of buying more of the same truck in game and configuring it differently for kind of what you feel like, I guess, in that scenario, or what the job or task is at hand. And I think that's going to be critical for the success of the scouts in SnowRunner. The SnowRunner mod.io is saturated with scouts, and something needs to set them apart, and I think this is an excellent opportunity to start to drive change and force the right direction on future scouts. I think another big thing is that is going to be a question that's going to come up right away is, will this be available on console? Yes, absolutely. Every mod I collaborate with Iceberg on is going to be available on console. This one should be too. And it is going to be a non-branded version if it does make it to console like everything else. We haven't gotten to the nitty-gritty details of the console release for this mod yet, but the Kenworth is near completion. It's going to release within the next week, and once it does, after a week or two, that should be on console as well for everyone to enjoy. For tires and rims, I think we're going to try to stick to everything as original, authentic as possible. So some Wranglers, Duratracs, you name it, we plan on having it. For suspension, this is what is Tune Custom. And everything you see here with this truck is subject to change. It probably will change. I almost want to promise you that it will, but I mean, everything is constantly changing with every mod that we've been working on, and I don't see this one being any different from the rest of them, so there is probably going to be some changes to this. Now you see the suspension this high. It might not always stay this high, but this is the first preview. This is actually my first time having it in-game as well. Engine sounds and everything else are going to change with it. A lot's going to change. That's all I got to say. But now we're stuck in this pit, and it's actually a good opportunity because you can kind of see how much detail has gone into the Ram. We are missing the drive shaft. That's pretty crazy. But there's a lot of detail in the undercarriage for the chassis, for the engine, for the transmission, and everything else. So those little fine-tuned bits should get adjusted in the next release, and we'll continue to do development videos on these and preview them, tease them just a little bit. But I do want to say, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub on the channel. We'll catch you with the next video soon. We're going to provide a new Kenworth update as well very, very soon.